The Yorkshire Coastcast with Paddy. Loving life in Yorkshire. The people, the places.
Hello, welcome to episode 68.
This is the coast.
We have so much coming up for you. Scarborough Fringe and Scalby Fair are underway. We'll find out more about those events soon. Also, the Housing Minister, Steve Reid, chats to me on a brief visit to Scarborough. And could Bridlington finally get its Marina? Also, we chat to Scarborough's 12-year-old drumming sensation, Nancy Tilley. Her diary is rather filled up after becoming a Britain's Got Talent semi-finalist. That and your chance to get married with 75 guests for just £1,000 at Asquith Hall on the edge of Scarborough. All that and more to come on episode 68 of the Yorkshire Coastcast podcast with me, Paddy Billington, and brought to you by This Is The Coast, the local commercial radio station for the Yorkshire coast. Right, firstly, we'll start with the Housing Minister, Steve Reid, Secretary of State for Housing, Communities and Local Government. He had a flying visit to Scarborough to check out where the Pride in Place money is going. This included popping into the former Brunswick shopping centre to find out more about the plans there, and also the Stephen Josie Theatre, where I caught up with him rather spontaneously for a quick natter.
Your job description, the issues that you try and deal with are amplified in a seaside town like Scarborough. Would you agree with that?
Absolutely right, yeah. But I think the key to all of this is it's not for politicians like me sitting in an office in Westminster to tell people in Scarborough what needs to change to make life better for people who live here. We need to give resources, power, decision-making to the people in Scarborough. So Pride in Place is about that. It's about, frankly, getting politicians out of the way, giving the resources to local people and the support they need to take decisions that's going to make Scarborough an even better place to live in, to grow up in, to bring up your family in and to find a job.
I know you had a little wander around, and the shopping centre that is now derelict, huge plans for that. Yeah. There's a lot of boarded up shops. Do you think the Pride in Place money that they've been waiting for is going to help that happen, and then that be the catalyst really for Scarborough to get back to where it was in terms of the town centre? Yeah,
I mean, it's a really exciting opportunity, isn't it? Because like when you walk into that now closed down shopping centre, it looks and feels so sad. You can see how much space is in there. You can see the names of the shops that have all shut down, and you can feel this place once must have been buzzing with life and people. You would have gone and met friends there, and now look at it, it's empty and it's right in the middle of town. So instead of having a derelict building, let's turn it into something that will bring life and opportunity back to Scarborough. And I think the idea of a cinema is a great one. People can go and mingle and meet there. They tell me they're going to make sure there's cheap tickets that people can go so you're not priced out. Tickets for things can be very expensive now, particularly if you've got a family. But in all of those other retail spaces around where the cinema will be, so many other opportunities for activities for families, restaurants, bars, places that you can come and get involved in activities without having to pay through the nose for all of that as well. But like I said before, it's not for the likes of me to decide. This is about putting real power in the hands of the people of Scarborough, and we're going to back their ambition for their own town rather than telling them what they need to do.
Just finally, another big issue here on the coast, of course, is homes, Airbnbs and all that sort of stuff. That's another big issue for you. Again, it's another one that's amplified in places like Scarborough, Whitby, etc.
Yeah, well, that's right. We've got a housing crisis in this country now. We've got record numbers of people in temporary accommodation, families in particular. You've got record numbers of people sleeping rough on the streets, and you've got young people growing up without able to find themselves somewhere they can rent, let alone buy. We've got to change all of that. So we're putting record amounts of money into building more council and social housing. That's affordable housing that's genuinely at rents people can afford. Last year, we built more new council and social homes in 1 year than in any year for the previous 40 years since records began. So we're starting to make a difference, but again, you don't want statistics from me. You need to know where are those homes coming to Scarborough and how can local people move into them, because we fix this problem by making the homes available in the place you call your hometown.
And that was the Secretary of State for Housing, Communities and Local Government, Steve Reid, on a flying visit to Scarborough. And he was in a rush to get a train back to London, which I think he nearly missed because of that little chat that we had there. You're listening to the Yorkshire Coastcast, episode 68.
The Yorkshire Coastcast. Loving life in Yorkshire.
Coming up, you can get a wedding for just £1,000 with our half-price voucher deal at the amazing Asquith Hall on the outskirts of Scarborough. And this includes 75 guests as well. So more on that coming up very, very shortly. There's a couple of big events that start today as we record the Yorkshire Coastcast episode 68, which is Friday the 12th of June. One of them is Scalby Fair, and the big event as part of that is Fair Day on Saturday the 20th of June. And another big event is Scarborough Fringe from Scarborough Fair. Catherine Goebel is the Scarborough Fair Festival Manager. So this really is an action-packed festival, isn't it, this one?
It really is. It lasts over 10 days from the 12th to the 21st of June. We've got 73 events happening. I'm not sure how many performances are within that. I need to count that up, but there's lots and lots going on.
And there's a bit of a buzz about the place, actually, with the Fringe, because there is so much going on, and you don't have to walk far without seeing a venue that is advertising something. And that's what a festival is all about. That's what you want a festival to feel like, isn't it?
Absolutely, yes. So we've got 45 venues taking part across Fringe and our art festival. It's happening July, August time as well. Most of which are round and about in Scarborough. We do go slightly further afield. So there's some in Filey and Hunmanby and Burniston and Newby and Scalby. But yeah, so many different venues taking part. And they're not traditional venues all the time either. You know, it's not your Stephen Joseph Theatre, although they are doing something, or, you know, any other sort of theatre or gallery space that's usual. You've got people opening their houses to do things. We've got performances happening at Wood End, for example, and in the library upstairs there. So all sorts of places, and bars as well. So Craft Bar have got something, and House of S&M on Hanover Road. So it's a real mix of things. So if you're not used to going into theatre spaces and don't think that's for you, just pop along to the local bar and you'll see something going on. Yeah,
that's great. And I do love the quirkiness of some of the stuff on as well. It makes you feel more normal, actually. Like me and the other half, you know, when we're on a long walk, you know, we love stumbling across like a village loo that might be open at 1:30 in the morning that you're not expecting it to be. And there's one here which says absolute bus stops of Northern Europe and beyond. I love the idea of this. So you can grab a ticket and climb aboard for a multimedia journey celebrating the overlooked magic, mystery and beauty of bus stops. So stuff like that, you know, it's great, isn't it?
Exactly. Yeah. You know, I said before, it's not your sort of just traditional theatre. You know, there really is so many different things happening, all different comedy shows, of which that is one of them, I should say. It's not a, not a serious talk about bus stops. It is a comedy show.
Yeah.
But yeah, all sorts of things happening.
And again, it's a great platform for locals. There's plenty of locals on the lineup, but, you know, people travelling into the Scarborough area as well to do their thing, which is no bad thing, is it? Because it's great for us locals to see acts coming into the town to entertain us, but also that mix of them and the locals who have that platform to put on their thing as well.
Yeah. It's a beautiful thing, the Fringe, because it's open access. So literally anybody can register to be part of it. So we do have people coming from Brighton and London and even Nigeria. We've got people coming across from Nigeria to do it. We're nicely situated between Brighton Fringe in May and Edinburgh Fringe in August. And I think there's a Durham Fringe in July as well. So we fit nicely in that sort of journey up the country as well. So people will come and do fringe shows that they are doing all over the place. We've got people coming across from York, from the university, a couple of comedy troupes there who are trying out their show before they take it up to Edinburgh, which is a really good opportunity for them as well. And as you say, loads of local talent as well. So many people in Scarborough and the local area that have put something on, written a show specifically for the Fringe, you know, acting in shows specifically done for the Fringe. So it's a real opportunity to go and see some of this local talent as well, at quite cheap prices. You know, an average price is probably around £5 for the Fringe events.
Yeah.
So it's really worth doing.
Yeah, no, I mean, looking at the pricing, you're right. It's great. And that is great what you said as well about it fitting nicely between Brighton and Edinburgh. You know, obviously Edinburgh iconic, Brighton is very big as well. And that'd be great, wouldn't it, to sort of fit Scarborough Fringe in the middle there. Geographically, you know, smack bang between the two places too. So the idea of people sort of taking their Fringe act northwards, and bringing it to Scarborough is a nice little thought, that.
It really is. And word is spreading. You know, we are getting more and more people coming from outside of Scarborough to get involved, which is fantastic because that gives the festival the kudos. And if they are performing at Brighton Fringe Festival before us, for example, they will be talking about the fact that they're then going to Scarborough Fringe. So it gets the word out really well.
Yeah, because, you know, people that say, oh, there's never anything going on. I mean, like you say, there's dozens and dozens of things to see and enjoy, sort of around every corner at the moment. And like you say, it's not just town as well. Burniston and Cloughton Village Hall features a few miles out of town, so absolutely superb. So just remind us when it all sort of officially starts and runs until for Scarborough Fringe.
So it starts Friday, 12th of June, and runs right the way until Sunday, the 21st of June. And there's things happening every day, all throughout the day. So it's not just evenings either. So really worth having a look at our website to see what's on.
And just finally, you know, you'll have met a lot of these acts who've come into Scarborough to bring their shows to town and their whatever it is that they're doing, because it is just a massive variety. What did they say about Scarborough, the place, when they arrived? Do they think, oh, the place is perfect for what I do and what I bring and for festivals like this? Is that the sort of feedback that you get?
Yeah, I mean, who doesn't love coming to the seaside as well? They see it as much as a holiday as coming to put on their show. So it's a really nice opportunity for them to come and see Scarborough and, you know, take in the sort of tourism-y sites we've got here as well. And yeah, everybody loves Scarborough, don't they?
Yeah, completely. Never moved away yet. And now that you're here, you're probably not going to move away either. You're sucked in. You're sucked in. All right. Well, I hope it's a fantastic festival. And thanks for telling us about it.
Thank you.
Catherine Goebel there from Scarborough Fair.
The Yorkshire Coastcast. Loving life in Yorkshire. The people, the places. This is The Coast.
And we've got all the info you need on Scarborough Fringe. This is thecoast.co.uk in the Yorkshire Coast News section. Another big event that is happening from now for the next week or bit is Scalby Fair, and Michael Whiteley is one of the people behind it. How excited are you that Scalby Fair is back?
Yeah, we're very excited. We've got lots of events starting on the 12th with a barn dance at the Nubian Scalby Community Hall that's been in the news recently. And then we go right through every day, right? Something right through till the 22nd when the Flower Festival ends. But the big day is Scalby Fair Day on the 20th, and we've got it's bigger and better than ever. More stalls. We've got a second stage now at U Court where we've got lots of performers, and we've got Nancy Tilley. So we're looking forward to seeing her from Britain's Got Talent. Lots of people have seen her on YouTube, but seeing her in real life. The new event last year went very well, the Vintage and Classic Car, and that's now been extended at the Rugby Club and doing motorbikes as well. So, and we've had lots of people wanting to show off their vintage and classic cars and motorbikes. So we're looking forward to that being bigger and better than ever. And we've got a new event on the Sunday. The YMCA are doing a show at U Court on Sunday the 14th. So we're really looking forward to that. And really want to thank the owners of U Court for giving up their property, let us use it. It's a fantastic site. I'm sure it's going to become a big part of the fair in the future.
U Court, is this on the corner?
Yeah, the one on the corner. So this is the grounds that we're using. So the new owners have let us use the grounds of U Court. So there'll be a stage there running alongside the main stage most of the afternoon.
Yeah, well, look at that. Two stages, eh? So I know Magic Mike spends a bit of time on the other stage, doesn't he?
Yeah, Magic Mike's on the other stage and lots of other. And we're working together with local dance groups, etc. But particularly Kellett's Performing Arts, who Nancy Tilley is also part of. She's providing a lot of the entertainment. But we've got fun fairs, and I say the stalls were booked up really quickly this year, and just looking forward to another great day. What else have we got going on? We've got a quiz as part of and it's going to be with a Scalby theme at the Nag's Head on the Monday. That's a new event, and then we've got the usual sort of just favourites really. The treasure hunt on the Tuesday, the 16th, the wine tasting at the Nag's Head. There's still some tickets available for that on the Wednesday, and that's food included as well. Beer Festival on the Thursday the 18th at the Nags, and then we've got Soul Rider back again. They missed out last year, but we've got Soul Rider on the 19th at the Nags in the evening. That's a free event, normally very, very busy, worth getting there early to get if you want to get a seat. Yeah, and then the Flower Festival, which kicks off on the 19th with a preview on the Friday night with sort of wine and nibbles for only £3 for wine and nibbles and seeing all the flowers, and then that carries through right through the weekend. And then we've got Fair Day on the 20th, and then in the church there's Songs of Praise on the at St Lawrence's Church on the 21st at 10:30. So I think we're all ready to go. We've got masses of volunteers again this year, and that really did help last year. I think we had over 70, and we've got similar numbers again. People who've just got engaged with Scalby Fair. They're not committee members as such, but they just want to help out. It's a lovely community event, and they just enjoy helping.
Brilliant. Well, it's going to be great. It always is, and fingers crossed the weather's good on Fair Day, because it's only sort of 4 hours, isn't it? Midday till 4?
Yeah, it's midday till 4, and people tend to stick around a bit longer these days. There's lots of food outlets these days, so it tends to be busy a bit longer than 4. But the actual entertainment activity is until 4. But there's various other gardens. We've got the reptiles and the birds of prey in a garden. We've got a demonstration garden, a challenge garden. We've got the local football team doing beat the goalie and dribbling tasks, etc. So there's loads and loads to do, and we've increased the signage this year because there's so much going on. It's important we tell people what's going on so they find every little bit of the fair. So we've got some nice big A-boards printed locally, which will just tell everybody where they are and also what's happening at what time. So
Great. We are actually busy that Saturday afternoon in Barrowcliff, but we might just get to Scalby Fair just before the end of Fair Day, but we'll try our best. But you never know, we might be able to send another member of the team.
I hope so, Paddy. I'll buy you a beer if you get down there. So.
Right, okay, well, yeah. Okay, count me in. Thanks so much for your time. Cheers, Michael.
Yeah, thanks, Paddy. All the best.
And again, if you want to find out more about that event, we've got it at thisisthecoast.co.uk in the Yorkshire Coast news section.
The Yorkshire Coastcast. Loving life in Yorkshire.
And you're listening to episode 68 of the Yorkshire Coastcast podcast, brought to you by This Is The Coast, which is the local commercial radio station for the Yorkshire Coast. You can hear the station online at thisisthecoast.co.uk, on DAB digital radio across much of the region, also on the This Is The Coast app, and you can get your Alexa to launch This Is The Coast as well. And if you've got a Roku TV, well, we're on there too. Coming up, we speak to Scarborough's 12-year-old drumming sensation, Nancy Tilley, a Britain's Got Talent semi-finalist, and also how you can bag yourself a wedding in 2026 at Asquith Hall on the edge of Scarborough for just £1,000. But first, could Bridlington finally get its Marina? They've been talking about this for a long, long time. I used to work in Bridlington in the late 90s, early noughties, and we thought it was going to happen then, but didn't. Well, the Mayor of Hull and East Yorkshire, Luke Campbell, has unveiled a 10-year economic growth plan that includes proposals for a new marina in Bridlington to boost tourism and private investment. There's even a video created by AI which shows how it could look.
As Mayor, my job here is to bring the right people together to cut through any unnecessary barriers that stop us and slow us down from unlocking the potential this region has. Because growth only works if our residents benefit from it. That means better jobs, higher wages, stronger communities, and places we're proud to call home. A new marina at Bridlington is a chance to bring new life to the coast. It'll boost tourism, support local businesses, and help turn the town into a year-round destination. It also opens the door for private investment in leisure, hospitality and new homes.
So the Mayor's Office have illustrated this marina idea with an AI-generated video showing what it could look like. Despite featuring in the launch video for the local growth plan, the marina itself is not mentioned in the published plan. The strategic document is built around 4 central pillars, which the combined authority has dubbed the Big Plays. These focus areas are powering the industrial future, backing local businesses, building skills and good work and connecting enabling growth. Here's Luke again, outlining the economic foundation supporting this new strategy.
We have a £16 billion economy, with manufacturing playing a bigger role here than most parts of the UK. We have established supply chains and skilled workforce. Above all, we have the capacity to support large-scale investment. Our local growth plan sets out a practical, common-sense approach that sets us up for long-term growth. It brings together our key sectors and reinforces what's behind them. It's realistic about what we need to do and recognises that growth doesn't happen by chance.
So Bridlington is identified as a key location for strategic growth and investment, primarily through the Bridlington Bay Opportunity Study. Now, this study is a priority for the region. It aims to reimagine the area's long-term economic potential by taking a fresh look at onshore and offshore opportunities. So the plan outlines several specific roles and challenges for Bridlington. Housing development. The town is a priority site for the region's housing accelerator pipeline, specifically land at Eastern Road. That has been identified with a total indicative capacity of 700 units. Also, visitor and creative economy. Bridlington is recognised as a major regional attraction within the culture and visitor economy. It's also identified as a primary urban location where the creative industries, particularly creative digital technology and services, are expected to grow. Digital and infrastructure challenges. While the wider region has strong gigabit to broadband coverage, Bridlington is specifically noted as an area showing risk of digital exclusion. As a coastal community, it also faces challenges regarding transport, connectivity and environmental risks such as flooding, which can limit access to jobs and services. And economic mapping. The town is a notable point for gross value added per hectare within the East Riding's geography. If you want to find out more about all of this, then again, it's always thisisthecoast.co.uk in the Yorkshire Coast News section. Right, next. Do you fancy getting married for £1,000 with 75 guests? It can happen at Asquith Hall on the edge of Scarborough. You might remember it as Ox Pasture Hall. New owners, full refurbishment. They've got this incredible spa as well. And as well as this amazing wedding offer, there's also half-price vouchers for Sunday lunches, for afternoon teas, and a spa day. So let's find out more now from the new owner, Claire Nuns, who, 10 years ago, got married at what was then Ox Pasture Hall, fell in love with the place, and now she owns it. So let's find out firstly about this wedding offer. It's a twilight package, which includes evening civil ceremony from 4, seating for 75 guests, room hire up until midnight, a buffet of burgers and wedges for all guests. And to make your day extra special, you'll stay in a bridal room on the evening of your wedding.
So the twilight package is for people not wanting a full day affair. It's a really casual evening ceremony for 75 people. You get your food included, your bridal suite. We are nestled in the countryside. It's a really nice space. We've got our hotel, a lovely new spa with lots of facilities. We've got 35 rooms in the hotel. We've refurbed the entire thing, redecorated every room. The gardens are beautiful. We've got 17 acres, so plenty of opportunity to go for lovely walks and in the woodlands and stuff. It's great for people on a slight budget, people on a bit of a time frame, maybe, looking to get married sooner rather than later. Someone just wanting something a little bit more casual.
Now, they have this deal, which is £2,026 to get married in 2026. Yeah, 2026. But with our 50% off, it cuts that in half to just £1,013. So we've put just 5 of these Twilight Wedding packages on sale. I don't know how they're going right now. You need to check yourself at thisisthecoast.co.uk in the vouchers page. There's also your chance to enjoy a spa entry for 2 at Asquith Hall. We've had a look round. It's a really big pool. The views are incredible over the hills around the edge of Scarborough. You know, it's very close to Raincliffe Woods and the North York Moors National Park. And you can spend the day there as well. There's no time limit. Here's Claire telling us about what they've done with the spa.
We wanted the spa to be a high-end feel, but really welcoming, calming. It's an experience, so you can spend all day just chilling out. We've got lots of different facilities to enjoy. Every window, you've got a great view. We've got a really good team of therapists if you want any treatments, something a little bit more special. We have a massive treatment menu, to be honest. A lot of different options for massages, facials. We've got our signature treatments, and then we've got a product line called Bramley, who we also do their treatments as well. So it's a lot of choice you've got.
So £50 is what it should be for two of you. We can cut that in half to just £25. That's $12.50 each. They've got a large swimming pool, sauna, steam room, ice fountain, fitness suite, relaxation room, and 4 treatment rooms. I know these have been selling pretty quick. So again, grab yours while it's still there. And of course, depending on when you listen to this, they might have already sold out. So do have a look. There's also another amazing offer. This is for afternoon tea. And the deal here is £76 cut in half to just £38. Here's Claire.
The afternoon teas is a good mixture of sandwiches, cakes, all homemade by our wonderful chefs. It includes a glass of fizz for you both. Something to come and enjoy is a little bit of a treat for a couple, or if you want to take your mum out for an afternoon tea.
So £38 with that amazing offer. And there's one more deal as well. This is for Sunday lunch. And looking at the pictures, it looks absolutely delicious. So you can get a £50 voucher to spend on Sunday lunch at Asquith Hall. It'll cost you just £25. Here's Asquith Hall's General Manager, Lindsay, to tell us all about the Sunday lunch.
You can sit in our conservatory overlooking our courtyard garden and enjoy some of our food. We've got a gorgeous roast pork and roast beef on the Sunday lunch menu, and the starters and the desserts are to die for. We've got roast king scallops for the starter, and also Spillman's asparagus, and on the desserts we've got an amazing sticky toffee pudding which everybody enjoys.
So go to thisisthecoast.co.uk and click vouchers, or on the This Is The Coast app, click vouchers in the menu there. Do check all the T's and C's and grab those incredible offers while you can. There's loads of other great deals from other local businesses and attractions on the vouchers page as well.
The Yorkshire Coastcast, loving life in Yorkshire. The people, the places. This is The Coast.
And this is episode 68 of the Yorkshire Coastcast podcast with me, Paddy. It was an absolute pleasure and honour to host the Rainbow Ball for the Rainbow Centre last Saturday night. Loads and loads of money was raised. We're just waiting on confirmation on exactly how much has been raised. I was also auctioneer, and some of the lots sold for literally £2,000+. So I know that the Rainbow Centre will have made a lot of very, very important, vital money to help them keep doing what they do. One of the guests on the night was Nancy Tilley, the 12-year-old drummer from Scarborough who recently became a Britain's Got Talent semi-finalist. And fair to say, her diary's filling up since her TV appearance. Lots of people want to book her for this, that and everything. She donated a drumming lesson on the night in the auction, which was very, very kind, and we had a little chat in the foyer at the Ocean Room at Scarborough Spa.
So Nancy, great to see you tonight at the Rainbow Ball. How are you doing?
I'm really good. How are you?
Very good, very good. So what time it's been for you then with the Britain's Got Talent thing. So how are you feeling now about it all after making it to the semi-finals?
Well, it's just been the most amazing experience, and the team and everyone there has just been amazing.
How were you feeling when you sort of first went on that stage?
Well, I never get nervous, so it was like really exciting, and when I was backstage I just couldn't wait to go in front of the judges again and all the people.
So when you're hitting them drums then, are you aware of the reaction of the judges when, you know, because we can see them on the telly looking like, oh wow, this is incredible. Are you aware of how they're reacting there and then?
Yeah, they're all really nice, all the eye contact, and they're all smiling, and Alicia's like having a party and KSI banging his head.
Yeah, it's just a bit surreal, isn't it? Yeah,
it's amazing.
Yeah. So, and what's life been like since then? Because, I mean, you're here tonight, people are wanting you here, there and everywhere now, aren't they? What's it like?
Well, because of like all the attention being on the TV and everything, it's great. All the places where I get to go and all the support from Scarborough has been really nice.
And how old are you now? You never seem to age. How old are you now?
I'm 12.
You're still 12, okay, right, okay. Amazing. And because I've seen you drumming here, there and everywhere. I mean, how long have you been doing it now?
I've been doing it since I was 3, so a long time.
Yeah, that is a long time, isn't it? So what's next then? What I know you're going to be at Staxtonbury. What else have you got coming up?
Well, me and my dad have got lots of different gigs each week. We do about 4 a week, so hopefully some of you can come to it.
Yeah, fantastic. Do people still, want to speak to your dad now? Or is it all about you now? Because you were this double act, weren't you? Now, obviously, it's Nancy from Britain's Got Talent. How's he finding it? Is he all right? Is he coping?
Yeah, it's really funny. People are like, can I have your signature and a selfie with you. And Dad's just like, do you want me in it?
Yeah, they're like, no, if you want to, yeah. Fantastic. And so tonight, there's an auction, isn't it? And you're going to be doing like a drumming lesson?
Oh yeah, so the bid starts at £50 and it will be great to do a drumming lesson with anyone who wants to.
Great, sounds exciting. All right, thanks for your time. Cheers, thank you.
And that was Scarborough superstar Nancy Tilley. Can't believe she is still just 12 years old and already now a Britain's Got Talent semi-finalist. And I know she was there that night. She's also going to be performing at the Tow Bar with her dad for the Scarborough Athletic Home Kit launch on Saturday, the 20th of June in the afternoon. I keep seeing her popping up here, there and everywhere. She'll be at Staxbury as well, so all over the place. And she absolutely 100% deserves it. Nearly it for the Yorkshire Coastcast episode 68. We've had loads for you, haven't you? But just before we go, a reminder of this.
This is the Coast's Excellent Teacher Awards with Fostering North Yorkshire, where foster homes are more than a place to stay.
The trophies have been made, and we've got little goodie bags as well to give to the various winners. There'll be 5 in total, and we always get so many more than that nominated. So if you are nominating a teacher or a teaching assistant, please do go to town with the reasons why they're so fabulous, why they've been wonderful for your child or your children in this past school year. And hopefully they will be announced as a winner of an Excellent Teacher Award. When I say announced, I'll be bursting in their classrooms, surprising them in front of their class. So it's always lovely. It's always a really nice thing to do. So get nominated now. And on the entry form, you can find out more about Fostering North Yorkshire as well. Changing futures starts at home. There's loads of stuff about Fostering North Yorkshire as well. So click features. thisisthecoast.co.uk.
This is the Coast's Excellent Teacher Awards with Fostering North Yorkshire, where foster homes are more than a place to stay.
Well, I do hope you have a good weekend. If you are listening to this on Friday, on Saturday afternoon, between 3 and 5, I'll be rocking up at St Helens at Wycombe. They're celebrating their 50th anniversary. Now, it's an invite-only event, but there's 400 people who've been invited, people that have played a part in the St Helens success story in the last 50 years, and I'm popping along as well to get some pictures, some video snippets, and to do some live radio bits as well. So we'll be finding out more about what is at St Helens and what has made it what it is in the last 50 years. So that'll be on Saturday, the 13th of June. And I'll be back on Monday mornings, Paddy in the morning, with more chances to win cash on the mystery sound with Flixton Sawmill. Our latest sound is this one. And if you can identify that correctly, you could win £115. I think that's what we're up to on Monday morning. And we've given away cash 22 times previously, so we're not afraid to give away the money. 22 winners since we launched in October 2020. Well, thank you so much for listening. Don't forget to subscribe wherever you get your podcasts from, and then you'll get notified every time a new episode drops.
The Yorkshire Coastcast. The people, the places.
And for me, I'm going to ring the garage and find out how much the car's going to cost for its latest repairs. Can't wait.
The Yorkshire Coastcast.
Loving